Hi guys.
Hello everybody. That was very quick.
Yeah. How are we all doing on this amazingly beautiful, hot, sunny Sunday?
Jumper on,
I probably don't need this on actually. I'll leave it on.
Boiling.
Yeah, welcome. If you're regular, welcome back. If you're new, I've started to get a little spiel that I do now. You notice?
Yeah,
I've kind of trips off the tongue. If you're regular, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Nick. This is my wife,
Andrea.
And we sell stuff on the internet. It's what we do.
Pretty much sums it up.
There we go.
And then we talk about it on the internet.
And we talk about it on the internet. Yeah. So, welcome. This is our sort of regular Sunday hangout where we come on and chat to you guys and let you know what we've been up to, what's been going on in our little reselling world. This week it was all about visiting Tom. And Zahir also visited Tom at the same time. We had a little bit of a drink.
Yeah, you were quite drunk on that live stream.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
nobody noticed.
A lot of people saw it actually.
So yeah, if Tom's in, thank you so much for putting this up. We had a great time. We did a barbecue, cooked some fantastic burgers, or I should say Zahir cooked some fantastic burgers. That's his forte. One of his fortes.
Steve says, congrats on making it after last night.
I wasn't too bad. We didn't actually drink a lot. Well, maybe.
You did.
Tom got the shots out. Oh, yeah.
I know, I saw it.
It was a great weekend. Well, we got up at like 6:30 or whatever and went to the boot sale this morning. So I'm going to be shattered tonight. But it was a fantastic time. It was great to catch up with those guys and just chill out, really. And apart from that, as you may have seen in the title, I went out on the Saturday morning before driving up to see Tom, and I picked up a few bits. One find in particular that is really exciting. I don't know quite how good this is, but it's unique and I really like. I know you're not that keen.
I don't like it at all. I'm sorry.
No, because of the content.
Yeah.
Because of the subject matter. So we're going to dip into that in a bit. I'll tease it. It's a box full of World War II photographs and 3 albums of German World War II photographs. One is in a 2 company official Nazi branded album. They're awesome. They really are. I don't know, like I was saying, I don't know how good it is. Tom and I tried to do some research into this, and who knows how I'm going to sell this.
I'm just going to open that window because I'm melting.
Yeah, it's boiling in here. So we're going to take a look at that at some point during the stream and share a few other bits that I got on the Saturday. And then, like I said, we went out this morning with Tom and Zahir. Zahir found some fabulous stuff. I don't want to spoil it all because I'm sure he's going to share it, but he found some really nice vintage tech. Really, really lovely stuff. And Tom got an epic media pickup of all sealed software for PC and stuff. Paid 20 quid for like 2 great big crates, and there's hundreds upon hundreds of pounds worth. It's going to all go into FBA. I didn't find a great deal this morning, but yesterday I had that pickup. So we all had a really good weekend. So
Barry Francis says, I don't think you'll be able to sell that Nazi stuff on eBay.
You're okay as long as you don't show the symbol. You can blank it out. So I think I'll be okay. But yeah, you can't like show a Nazi flag and show it with the swastika on it.
You probably can't put those in keywords either.
Probably can't use the word. I don't know. I'll have to look into the restrictions on it. But World War II, a lot of these photographs, maybe all of them are unique. So there's a huge market for that. And some of them has fantastic. I'll look. We'll go into that in a minute. Some of them have provenance.
The thing is, I mean, I do understand it in terms of knowing that there are collectors out there, and in terms of seeing it as from a reseller's point of view. But when you showed them to me, I was like, I don't want to look. I don't want anything to do with it.
It's just history, though. It's what happens.
But it's got a horrible feeling to it. I just don't like it.
Yeah. So we're going to take a look at those. But first of all, I haven't even said hi in the chat. We've got 118 people in, so welcome. If you are new, there is a live chat that goes alongside these. You should be able to go into it if you're logged in on a YouTube account, and you can pop in and say hello. We always welcome comments and questions. Peter Ray was first in. Welcome, Peter. He says World War II and World War One finds are my forte. Yeah, it's exciting to find it. I did have to pay a fair bit of money for this. We'll go into that in a minute as well. So yeah, welcome, Peter. And then we've got Lucy. Who did I miss? Father Sunglasses. Lee's finds.
Father Sunglasses.
It's great, isn't it? Actually used our sunglasses today. Well, I would have done. I've got new glasses and I didn't get a prescription pair
So you
made,
didn't use any sunglasses today?
No, but I should have done. Could have done. Tom was wearing his Tom Cruise ones yesterday. Yeah, James collects. Hi there. I'll say a few more hellos and then we'll crack on. Robin, do you want to say some hellos if I scroll?
Yeah, Chris Newton's in, Andrea, and yeah, that's just whoever else you've mentioned.
Lots of people.
Oh, Chelsea's in as well, and
Ray.
Yeah, is it Comforty?
Comforte.
I don't know.
Faye.
Faye, yeah. I don't know.
Super duper crazy bargain hunter. So welcome everybody. I'm going to scroll to the end so we're kind of up to date. I'm just going to slowly go see if there's any questions or comments that I'll read out before we crack on and start sharing stuff. A lot of people talking about how glorious it's been here in the UK today.
Yeah.
There wasn't a cloud in the sky. I was up at Tom's in Nottingham and it was just like literally not a cloud. And there isn't here, is there?
No, I went for a nice walk with Ellen and Monty. Monty jumped in the river, so we ended up having to bath him because he got all muddy.
He was sheep worrying. He was barking at sheep, wasn't he?
Yeah, we went and had a look at the sheep, and then the mother sheep got very protective of their lambs, and because they saw him. He wasn't barking at that point.
Oh right, they just saw him.
They were just like they were just like ushering their sheep and barring a lot, and it was quite amusing because one mother sort of moved all of her lambs into the trees to sort of protect them, and then she came back to tell another group of mums, move, there's a dog there.
Is that what she said in sheep language?
In sheep language, yeah.
Right. Didn't know you spoke sheep.
Woman of many talents.
Stephen Jones, the Luton reseller. I think I spoke to you, didn't I? We bumped into each other at Gravely. It says, hi, Nick. Did you find out if your World War II photos was a good investment? When you was talking, when you were talking to me at the carboot. Well, it's really hard to know. It's really hard to gauge, but I mean, I'm going to share it with you guys shortly and you can let me know. I think it's really exciting and it has huge potential. But how do you put a value on this sort of stuff? And how do you go about selling it? Do I break it down? Do I sell it as a bundle? Do I auction it? Do I, who knows? Peter can't wait to see it. Yeah, I can't wait to share it with you. Right. James collects, sensitive items. Yeah, anything to do with the Nazis and that period can be really sensitive, but it's all part of history. And like I was saying before, these will be a unique, or at least a unique perspective from one soldier's point of view. And I think collectors will and historians will go mad for it. Anyway, I'm trying to get to the end. I think I'm at the end.
I think you're at the end now.
Yeah. Glass Hammer has just said, good evening, pickers. Just cut the grass. Now time to sit down.
It's
Glorious.
a bit like, was it, I can't remember the name of the DJ. I used to go, hi there, pop pickers.
Pop pickers.
I was like, hi there, tap pickers.
Who was that? I know who that was. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah.
Pop pickers.
So shall I start with that? Should we have a look? You haven't really looked anywhere. I know you're not. It repels you. I know.
It really, really does.
But I'll show you, give you an idea. Let me know in the chat if any of you have had any experience with this sort of find and how you went about selling it on, what your process was. Let me know.
Said, Andrea speaks sheep language. I think she's trying to pull the wool over your eyes.
Yes, good one. You may be able to hear the trains. There's a train track about 100 yards from our house.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
We've got the window open.
Can't have the window shut because we'll just melt.
So, as I was saying, it consists of 3 little photo albums. This one, I think, is the jewel in the collection. And this one, which does have this official swastika on it, so that would be an issue on eBay, but I could list it with that covered. I think I'm gonna have to look into the regulations. This one is unfortunate in that It's had a lot of the pictures removed. Now, I don't know if the guy that sold it to me, I had a chat with him. I tried to get out of him where it had come from, if he knew the sort of provenance of it. And he said he's a collector. He has a contact in Germany. This is all what he said. How much truth is in it, I don't know.
Yeah, Barry and Stu said Alan Fluff Freeman. And I was thinking Alan Fluff, but I couldn't think of his last name.
Yeah, Freeman. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he has a contact in Germany who sources this stuff and sells it on to him. So, and then once or twice a year, he kind of has a clear out and sells a lot of it off to fund buying more. So whether this is just stuff he doesn't collect,
he
I don't know.
just said something that I thought exactly the same. Would YouTube be a problem showing it or not?
I doubt it. I wouldn't have thought so. I don't know. What, you mean just showing a swastika?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's, who knows? This is exactly, what the sort of questions I want answering. Anyway, this one, which has the image on the front, has had a lot of these removed. Now, I don't know if it was the guy...
David McGregor's in the chat. He said, I'm pretty sure there is a few auction houses that do specialist World War II auctions. Might be good if you wanted it shifted quickly in one go.
Yeah, this is the thing, David. I need to decide how I'm going to move it, how I want to move it, and what's the best way to go.
That might be the way forward.
I don't know how this is going to... I mean, some of them are quite small, but that, for example, is a tank in a shell crater with 4 German soldiers posing on top of it. And Tom was doing Google searches because it's got these love hearts on the tank. I don't know if that's going to show. And Tom was, this morning, Tom was looking up tanks with love hearts on, and we found what we think was another image of that tank in that crater from another angle. Yeah, look. And it's a French tank from a certain division that put hearts on their tanks. It's just crazy. So I can pretty much know what division that's from. But anyway, I don't know if the guy that sold me these has taken out ones he wanted or whether he was given it in this condition.
Yeah.
But look.
Gary says to get the best money from photos, sell individually. Any ones with tanks, ships or planes will go well. Well,
exactly. I could, but I'd have to get, they're all glued in, apart from the shoebox, which I'll show you. But look at the quality of some of this stuff. There's some really nice candid ones. That's like in a canteen. There's writing up on the wall in German. A bunch of soldiers in their kind of casual wear, I don't know, uniforms hanging up, all sitting around drinking tea. Shots like that, that's almost certainly one of a kind.
The Tube of You says you're not showing it in any sort of negative way. There are full documentary videos on YouTube that show World War II memorabilia.
Exactly.
You will do very well from it. Good luck.
Cool. And it goes on and on. I find these fascinating. These are just views of destroyed buildings and stuff like that, and people clearing up after battles, I guess, or bombing raids. It's just, and it goes on and on of views of destroyed parts of France or Germany, wherever they were.
Stu Mandry says showing swastika isn't normally a problem as long as it's being used to it isn't being used to promote Nazi ideology. Okay. YouTube should be fine. eBay don't like it at all, though.
Yeah. Indeed. So yeah, is it this one? This one, I'm going to have to also try and find somebody that can read German to help me out, because in the back of this, there were only ever 12 pages of this used. The back ones have never had anything in. And like I showed, some of the pictures have been removed from earlier. But there's an index of 1 to 12 with written on what the photos were.
And then Barry says, to lighten the mood a bit, let's do quotes from Hello Hello. Listen very carefully. I shall say this only once.
We remember that so well, don't we?
Loved that program so much.
The Fallen Madonna.
Was it big boobies?
With the big boobies. So yeah, that's one, and then it continues. This one has some
Apparently
great
there's a guy
shots
on Portobello Road that sells World War stuff as well, Stephen says.
Now, Tom was talking to me about this. Will You Take Less has a really good point. He says if it's an original one-off photo, you have the rights to that photo. So selling one-offs could be the way to go. Tom said that there's websites where you can, if you own the rights to a photo, and I don't know how all that works, that you can upload to a site and people can pay you to use it. effectively, and you can earn money from them and still keep the photos. Whether that's a route we want to take, I don't know. But
so many quotes coming through now. Good moaning.
yeah, good moaning. Look at that for an image. That's a bunch of, would they be Nazi youth? Like teenagers, and they're brandishing knives at the back. They've got helmets on.
Great.
But it's a moment in time, isn't it? And I think people will go nuts for this sort of stuff. There's loads of really good ones in here. This one is quite striking. This one, it's hard to see because it's so small, but that is a flagpole with a swastika on. There's a group of what looks like women and children all saluting, all doing the Nazi salute around a flagpole. It's amazing, amazing stuff. And it goes on and on. There's a nurse outside, probably a hospital, with two look like off-duty soldiers sat there. These candid photos, I think, are the fascinating ones. And it goes on and on and on, all the way through here. And then
I'm just amusing myself reading the quotes.
Sorry, I'm so excited by this. Look at this for a shot.
I was pissing your window.
I was pissing by your window. Look at that. Isn't that a brilliant, brilliant candid shot? It is slightly out of focus on the actual picture. That's not my webcam messing it up. Two German soldiers just chilling out, leaning against what looks like an aeroplane wing, maybe? I don't know.
David McGregor says, my granddad fought in the war, and when he died, he left a whole stash of World War II stuff in German, went onto a forum and posted photos of everything. People had identified and translated the lot within a day.
That's interesting. So that was a forum. Yeah. I'm going to have to make a lot of decisions and do a lot of work in this, I think. And I'm not sure whether I want to split it up, because it feels like it all came from one guy and it was, you know. But that one is also amazing. Tom reckoned this guy looked like Himmler. But look at that. It's just epic. Anyway, so this album is fantastic. You've got more of the sort of close-up of a chap there, that sort of thing.
And Quillen's just super chatted. Thank you, Quillen. And said, I'm sure Chad, Golden Finger Picker, will know what to do with the photos.
Yeah, I could maybe message Chad or join one of the 6-pack shows and see if they've got any advice. That is just an amazing shot. They're really hard to get clear on the webcam. So I just don't know. Anyway, I'll just explain. When I bought it, I was at a stall and some inks caught my eye and drew me over to the stall. And then I noticed the album with the swastika on it, and I thought, oh, that's nice. Didn't really expect it to have any photos in, and then got really excited. Quickly realized there were several albums and the box. Gathered them all together, and then I started asking the bloke about it, by which point another chap had come and stood right behind me. I was crouched on the floor with it kind of piled up in front of me like this, talking to the guy about where they came from, how much he was asking, etc. And the guy was right there looking at it over my shoulder. He got on the phone, he said, get here now. There's a load of World War II photographs. Get here now. I'm on row 2 near the end. Blah, blah, and I'm thinking, okay, I've got to do this now, because this guy was phoning up someone else to come and buy it. Anyway, so I didn't really have any negotiating with him. He wanted £80. I managed to squeeze £5 off. I paid 75. Did I pay 75? Yeah, I think that's what I paid, wasn't it? Or 70.
I wasn't with you.
Maybe it was 75 he wanted and I paid 70. I think I paid 70. It's all a blur already. And I managed to get
what's happened since?
the ink for £2 rather than what he wanted. That was the kind of deal we struck. But it felt like I just had to buy it. It was that exciting. Yeah, thanks for that, Krillin. That is a good point, actually.
Yeah, and then the Tube Review says, just be aware, if you post any pictures online, they'll be stolen and posted elsewhere. So yeah, you need to watermark them if you're
Yeah, I know. It's difficult, isn't it? But part of me
don't do that at all.
Well, part of me thinks there's war memorabilia, it's a huge market, and if I were to put them up on eBay myself, surely as auction, the interesting, exciting photos will just find their price and get picked off. I don't know. I haven't really dealt with this sort of stuff in this way.
Stephen said that you said 70 to him.
70. Yeah, it was 70 then. So yeah, this is, I love this one, and you'll see why in a second. This is a larger album. It's got a really nice kind of almost tapestry cover, isn't it? And then inside, this is the one that has a lot of provenance, and I wouldn't split this one up. So it's got details of the dates. So you've got, I can't read the German, I'm not sure, but basically, so from the 6th of October to the 31st of December 1942. So we're in wartime. And then it will be hard to see, but these are all annotated here with where they were. So you've got, I think this is his company, all pictures of them lined up, being inspected, etc.
Okay, Stu's just made a point which I didn't know about. If you post them in 72 DPI, it's no good to anyone wanting to print them out at a decent size.
Yeah, because it'll be dot matrix. Yeah, Tom was saying, because at one point I got really paranoid that these had been restuck in and they weren't originals. And Tom got a magnifying loupe and looked, and there was no dot matrix on them. He was saying that if they're modern reprints, you know, they're all real photographs. So
okay,
yeah. Anyway, this album is fantastic. So these are all like pictures from that period, and a lot of these say where they are and stuff of his. I'm pretty sure this is all of the same company of people. So that's just epic.
Oh, Sib K's in. Hi, Sib K. We've
and again,
do we tell him what we've done or what you're going to do?
Yes. All right, I'll finish showing this album, and yeah. Now what happened? Sib super chatted.
No, I was talking to him on Instagram. You were half asleep.
I'm sure about the shelf thing.
Oh, the shelf thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Yeah, one of these shelves. We're gonna label it for you.
Yeah, that one is epic. So there's a guy. Maybe that's the company commander. I don't know the terms. Sat next to this backdrop with the swastika flag. It's just, this stuff excites me, and again, all the detail of where this is, etc. And this album is full to the back, and again, this says Mein Stella Tugführer. So that's my something leader. It's just, it sends shivers down your spine, this stuff.
It really does.
And as you know, look at it. And again, this word, is that Tug? Is that a T? Tugführer, Mein Tugführer. I know Führer is leader, so they're his leaders. It's just, as a historic item, that is just amazing. So yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that my £70 was well invested, especially when you think I've also got the 16th Division 1909 cloth map of Germany.
Sib says, thank you, forever my shelf.
Yes, we need to do that. Sorry, I said I'll finish that in a minute. Well, we haven't named it yet, Sib. Where'd that sticker go?
I wanted to label it before we went on air, but Nick said
I don't think you'd be able to read it. All right, okay, so what am I going to put? Sib's shelf. Sib's shelf. Now, what one was it? The one with all the white manuals on. I'm a man of my word, people. Sib's shelf.
Yes, Barry, I was thinking Nick was going to end up walloping me with that book as well. I was getting ready to duck.
Right, can you see that? Not labelled. So in future, whatever's on there, the skew for anything on that shelf, when I write a listing, will just be Sib K, and it'll be on the Sib K shelf.
So for anybody that's just joined the chat, do you want to explain what it was you were showing and why you were showing it?
Yes. Let me just a super chat has come in.
Sorry about the train.
Excuse the train. M Mass has super chatted $4.99. Thank you so much for that. One of my best finds was 3 emblems off the yokes of a B-17 and B-17, B and 29 bomber, paid 10 cents each, worth around 250 each. Had no idea what they were.
Wow.
Wow. You just bought them thinking these look cool. That's amazing. How did you find out what they were? I assume you went to an expert and said, what's this?
Oh. Really, Krillin says there's a translation app where you just hover over the words. That's quite handy.
Yeah, but would that work with the handwriting? Yeah, I've got lots of work to do.
And Andrea says, was the bloke selling it a trader or just a normal seller?
From what he told me, he was just a normal bloke who collects this stuff, and he has a contact in Germany, and every now and again he sells off stuff from his collection to fund his collection, and that's what he was doing.
Yeah. So do you want to quickly explain what it is?
Yeah, so guys, if you've just joined, yesterday I went boot sailing before I went off to visit Tom and Zahir. I picked up a bunch of stuff. I'll show a couple of other nice finds in a minute as well. But the most exciting find I had, and perhaps one of my most exciting finds ever, to be perfectly honest, this sort of stuff really floats my boat, was a collection of, well, a box of World War II black and white photographs and postcards. There's all sorts in here, postcards and printed, you know, this, I don't think these are as good
as well.
Yeah, and there's lots in here that are just random places with no provenance, so this will probably go as a bundle. And then 3 albums, this is what we've been talking about, full of photos from wartime Germany, and a lot that have provenance and tells you where the photos were taken and when, like so. And then this one, which is an official like war Nazi album. So that's what I picked up for £70. And we're just discussing, how do you go about researching this sort of stuff? How do you go about selling it? What's the best way to go? I'll probably message Ken, and I know he's dealt with a lot of militaria and a lot of photographs. He might have some advice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just really excited.
Yeah. Just going slightly off topic, Curly Chloe asked, well, it's a question going out to everybody, but us as well. Is there any item that you wouldn't sell? And she uses the example, some vegans won't sell leather. And being as I'm vegan, I'll answer that one about the leather, because for a while I was saying I'm not going to sell leather. And then somebody who was vegan said to me, well, actually, if you resell the leather, then it's stopping people from buying it new. Or it's encouraging people to reuse what's already been made.
It depends on your standpoint, really, doesn't it? I suppose.
So I'm not so adverse to leather. I wouldn't buy any new leather. I wouldn't buy any leather for myself or wear any leather, but I'm not so averse to reselling it now.
Yeah.
So I have started picking up shoes again. But yeah, is there anything that you wouldn't sell?
Probably. I can't think of an example off the top of my head.
So it'd be interesting if anyone wants to sort of comment on that, what they wouldn't sell. Is there anything that you would pass by because of your moral standpoint on it?
It's a good topic for debate, that one, actually. Peter's just saying there, going back to the photographs quickly, make sure you know what every photo actually is, as some sell for lots individually. Well, absolutely, but some are going to be so, in this box, for example, it's going to be almost impossible to work that out. But the ones in the albums have that sort of provenance because they're in that album and there's the annotations of what the photos are. Yeah. And that's going to add so much value to it. A photograph of a German soldier is just a photograph of a German soldier until you've got the company he was in, the date, where he was, and suddenly you've got a story, haven't you? You've got a piece of history. And that's what really excites me about this. And it's unique. There's only one of this album in the world. You know what I mean? And that guy, that soldier, only made one album or whatever. You know what I mean? It's unique. The uniqueness of it is what makes me think. I mean, monetary wise, I have no clue what the value might be, and I'm not even that worried. I just want to sell it properly and get it in the hands of somebody who's going to, you know, love it and research it and look into it. Or it's almost a museum. I think this album particularly is like a museum quality piece because of all of the information that's in here about where and when it is and what company it is, etc. So yeah, exciting stuff. What else were we going to talk about?
I don't know. Do you want to scroll down in the chat?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Let me just see if there was any more comments. The B-29 was being built in the Ford factories at the time, says M. Mass. Well, that makes sense. Military auction, best and find local stuff, says Peter. Military auction, 100% to get the best price. That would make sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Take it to a, you know, a serious auction house. I suppose the decisions are: do I break it down? Do I sell it as a bundle? Don't know.
No, they might be able to advise you on that.
My word, clear lager. What, Dave?
Clear lager.
Sib K. Oh, morals. Everything goes. Oh, right. Okay, that's how it is with Sib K. Right. Let me catch up in the chat. I'd never sell the Ashes box set, says Darren. I bet you would if the value suddenly went up. You'd be all over it. We found an Ashes box set in the charity shop yesterday. I think it's in the. We're all making vlogs. There'll be vlogs of the weekend to come out. So, right. Let me.
French Fancy says I wouldn't sell taxidermy, although I have sold antlers. Yeah.
Remember a number of years back, Ken was buying taxidermy. He had stuffed foxes and badgers.
Didn't he get a nickname for that? No.
Probably.
I can't remember.
I've called him many things. Okay, could be one of those Atari-like items. Well, it has the potential. I have no clue on the value of this. And Tom and I this morning were looking up on eBay, trying to get some handle on it. And who knows? If 2 or 3 collectors decide this is what they want, the price depends how deep their pockets are, doesn't it? It's, don't know, all bets are off, really. Okay. Oh, it's just jumped down to the end. That'll have to do. Oh my goodness.
Got a super chat.
Do you want to read that one up?
It's from Donna. Thank you, Donna. She said £2 for Nick's paracetamol and water. Hangover?
I'm not really hungover, honest.
Really tired though.
I am shattered because I had very little sleep. I was up at like 6:30 to go to the boot sale on Saturday, and we were up quite late the previous night and had a bit to drink that night, didn't we? And so I had about 3 hours sleep, and then I drove to Nottingham, had a very busy day up there, and then we didn't get to bed very early, and then we were up at 6:30 again.
We didn't have a lot to drink though. We only shared a bottle of wine.
I felt like I'd had a lot to drink as well. Anyway.
Must be the sun.
Right, let me just scroll back to what I missed.
Yeah, I see what we've missed.
David Erma's in. Hi there, David. We've just been sharing a pickup I'm really, really excited about. Nick, have you ever thought of Duxford Air Museum? They're on in July. We've been to the Duxford Air Museum.
Yeah, it's a really interesting museum.
You mean taking this up there for somebody to have a look at and evaluate? Maybe. There must be so many military experts around. I mean, if I do go the auction house route, they'd probably appraise it for me. You know what I mean? And do the research for me, because it's in their interest to get the highest price and get many interested bidders. I just don't know how this is gonna work. But anyway.
Well, it'll be an interesting little experience.
Yeah, it's great. I love it when you find things that are exciting. It's a big perk of what we do. Yeah. Peter, what about the Imperial War Museum? I mean, yeah, I don't know. How do you approach a museum like that? You just turn up? Hi, I've got some stuff. How does that work?
I don't know.
Email someone?
Yeah, you probably should do that first.
Barry is going to be tired because after this I'm going to have a couple of hours sleep and then watch WWE Backlash. Oh, okay. That's more Zahir's territory. I'm not a wrestling fan.
No.
Right. Okay, so I've caught up in the chat. What did you get, Nick? We've kind of been through that, David, unfortunately, but you can watch it back. I showed these in more detail. But
Darren says he's often treated antique roadshow experts, and most are happy to help.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, David, it was 3 albums from the Second World War of German photographs and a box full of loose stuff and a map. Is what I picked up.
Yeah,
right.
Julia says, yeah, you'll definitely learn so much through the process. A new genre opens up to you.
Yeah. I'll quickly do that. What's your best ever find and what's your most profitable find? I've only just it's only just dawning on me how excited I am about this. This may end up being my favorite find of all time. I'm that excited about it because of its uniqueness. Our most profitable, you must be relatively new to the channel because we kind of told a few people about our most profitable find, which was an Atari cartridge.
Yeah.
That was part of a job lot. It owed me about £1 and we sold it for 5,000. What was it? 5,200?
I can't remember. 5,000 something.
Something. Yeah. So yeah, Krillin has super chatted again. Thank you so much. Are you going to Newport for Depeche Mode in the summer? No, we're doing.
Isn't that on the Isle of Wight Festival?
I guess so. Is it?
Yeah, I think that's soon, isn't it?
Newport, Isle of Wight?
No, it's not. But the Isle of Wight Festival's not in the Isle of Wight.
What?
I know, it's really confusing.
Mind blown. Okay.
But they're headlining that, and I thought that was soon.
They're doing a lot of festival stuff. We've seen them twice on this tour. It's probably going to be all we're going to see.
No,
but we are doing an 80s festival.
I think it clashes with things anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I'd love to. I'd go and see them again, but
yeah, I was trying to look for some sort of festival that we could take Ellen to, but everything that's good clashes with the time we're away or if we're doing something else.
Yeah, we have talked about getting Glastonbury tickets for next year, though. No idea who'll be playing Glastonbury.
Yeah,
imagine if Mo
I've
did
looked
Glastonbury.
Oh, well, that'd be amazing. But I've looked into that, and you've got to register. You've got to put a photo of yourself online. So, and they're really strict about it. It has to be like a passport photo with a white background, and you have to be face on. And I thought, oh,
wow.
And so I haven't actually done it yet.
That's crazy.
And then that doesn't even registering, doesn't even like.
Well,
you still might not get tickets.
My youngest sister Katie and her husband Aaron have been many times, and getting tickets for Glastonbury is a case of they used to get a bunch of their friends to all be on the phone continually waiting to try and get tickets, and as soon as somebody got through they'd just buy all the tickets for everyone, all their mates that were going.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll go next time,
but there's a limit to what you can buy now as well anyway,
because of Little Willow, but I'm not sure they might do.
Gary says, I have emailed and rang Bonhams in the past, that's an auction house, and sent them photos via email. They will give you an idea on price or where to sell it. Okay.
Yeah, and French Fancy says, I email the V&A for identifying fabric. Most museums are always happy to help if you send good photographs. Interesting.
That's interesting. I love the idea of speaking to the to a military museum. What is the one in London that Peter mentioned? I've been there. Imperial War Museum.
Oh yeah.
I love the thought of saying, can I pop up for a day and show you this stuff and let me know what I've got? I would love that.
A good vlog as well.
Oh, we could vlog the day. We could go to London on the train. You're loving that idea, aren't you? See, now you like my pictures.
No, I still don't like the pictures.
No, you don't like the subject matter,
no,
but you like.
I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let me catch up. Oh my goodness. Hey, Zahir. You super chatted. You didn't have to do that, Zahir.
I said hi, Sib.
And said hi, Sib. Thanks, mate. Oh, and special Sib K.
Says hi, Krillin.
Says super chatted £2 to say hi, Krillin. What is going on?
Must be the sun's getting to everybody tonight.
As ever, thank you for the super chats. We appreciate it, but you really don't have to. We don't expect that, but yeah. Okay, so let me catch up, and then we're gonna. Stephen Owens, wow, 5,200 from an Atari cartridge. I have a loft full. Most unfortunately aren't worth that. If you haven't seen the video, search Atari Hardhead, and that should bring up 2 or 3 videos I made, and I explain how I nearly completely messed that up and almost gave it away.
Yeah, threw it away. It looked like it was nothing.
It looked like it was nothing special. Had a handwritten label on it. Yeah, it's a great little story. Right. Oh, you had a great sale on.
Oh, I did.
Saturday night?
I sold a dress for £75 with free postage. So, but yeah.
What dress was it? Oh, you didn't grab it. You were going to show it, weren't you?
I know, but it's in a packet. You can't really see it because I've already packaged it up. Yeah, it was a mint velvet dress, and it was 100% silk. And I bought it from the 2-in jumble for £3. So,
jumble sale. Nice. £3.
£3. So pleased with that.
You've had some good sales.
Yeah.
We've had eBay, just to give you an update, last week has been crazy yo-yo. We went from £400 day to like a £30 day.
Yeah.
And then we went right back up to like another 300 and something odd pound day to today, which has been like.
Well, everybody's out enjoying the sun, and then they're not shopping currently, are they? So
it's just been like that. Totally, crazy.
Yeah, Richard Payne says, been to Glastonbury twice, but hard to get tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
we're thinking we may give it a go.
But I definitely want to go to some sort of festival with Ella next year, because she's getting, to that age where she won't want to do anything with us soon. So.
Yeah. That's interesting. Deborah says there, you will get a strike on selling Nazi items. Well, we were talking about that earlier, and showing the swastika is difficult. I'm not sure that it's anything connected with it. You can't sell. I don't know. I need to perhaps give eBay a ring and just ask them direct. How do I go on? But I am starting to think that this needs to go in a military auction. I think this is maybe beyond eBay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Says, but then goes on to say, go on.
Taking them to Imperial War Museum to most would be seen as an insult. Memories fighting against the so-and-sos. So don't be surprised to get a frosty response.
It's
Do you think
interesting.
They would be
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thought.
Because, I feel that way. You got a frosty response from me. I was like, I don't want to look.
Yeah.
Take them away.
But the way I see it, it's part of history. If you don't treasure this and look back and see the tragedy that happened, the absolutely appalling events that went on, if you just forget that exists, you're not.
It's a shame we're not learning from it worldwide, isn't it?
Well, exactly. There we go. That's why you have to protect the history and look back and go, don't let this stuff happen again.
Yeah.
Anyway,
because I know
it's a whole other debate, really, to be honest. But
I do get that people will, be funny about it.
Special Sib K says again, it's amazing how many people have got in touch with experts like this and they get replies. It's nice to know people are sharing expertise. Yeah, it's good to know. I feel quite confident that I'll get some help from somewhere.
For me, it turns my stomach because I know everything that my granddad went through, and that generation really, and what they went through in the war.
Your dad, Andrew's dad, was a war hero. He was Andrew's dad. Well,
my granddad, but he was
kind of your surrogate dad.
My surrogate.
He was a bomber pilot. He was captured by the Germans and then managed to escape and then capture his.
Yeah, he captured about 92 Germans.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Yeah. So he had first-hand experience.
He was pretty amazing.
My grandfather was in Royal Artillery, and he kind of gave me the interest for that period and the respect for it all.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me scroll on. I was going to share some more. Shall I share some more stuff? Do you want to see more stuff?
There's a dog trying to break his way into the room.
Oh, on the topic of the Imperial War Museum, Darren goes on to say, Imperial War Museum have loads of Nazi exhibits. I'm sure they would be happy to help.
Okay.
I think I will contact them. I don't know. I'm going to have a think about it and see. But I think that would be a great thing. James collects. I think a vlog at a museum would be good if you tell them ahead of time you're wanting to film it. Could be a fantastic informative video, plus free promo for the museum. Yeah, if they'd be happy for us to film and maybe get a certain expert on camera talking about it. Who knows? I mean, we're only just kind of thinking through this. I've no idea how this is going to pan out. I have another German relic, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Where did we put that? Is it still in the spare room?
It's in the spare room, I think.
I'm going to grab that because I've always wanted to share it.
Mind the dog.
Man.
You're gonna. Oh no! It's the Nerf gun.
By something else I picked up.
You're regretting coming in now, Monty.
Sorry, Monty.
If it's not me, it's the dog.
Right, hold the fort.
I'm holding the fort, so people talk to me because I don't know what to say now. So I'm just going to read the chat and see. People talk to me, ask me questions. Otherwise, it's dead air. Monty's even escaped. Nobody's talking to me. Dead air for a minute because I had no idea what to say.
Well, yeah, did you just sit there?
I was like, people talk to me, and then nothing was happening.
Right.
Ray says, tumbleweed rolls across the screen.
This has been in...
now all the questions come through.
Well, there's a delay, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just quickly want to share this while we're on the topic of war memorabilia and artifacts. My granddad's father, or was it granddad's grandfather? Oh, I should know this stuff. Fought in the First World War and bought this back from the battlefield. This is a genuine First World War German Pickelhaube helmet.
Stephen says that's Prussian, isn't it?
Well, German, that's all I know. I don't know. I haven't really... This would be another wonderful thing to get properly appraised. It's got some bits of writing inside it. So yeah, that kind of just sits around here. It's just a crazy reminder of
Kaiser helmet.
Yeah. It's got its little vents and a little...
Darren said, I'll take a step back, Andrew. You saw what he did with the Wii guitar. Yeah. And then clouted Monty with a Nerf gun.
Yeah. Adrian says that helmet is awesome. It's a kind of creepy thing, and it's so small. Yeah, I'm not going to put it on. It doesn't even fit my head. It's that small, and I don't have a big head. So whoever had this was tiny. You know what I mean? Yeah. Value-wise, crazy. Just crazy. Hugo Boss made their uniforms.
Really?
Is that a real thing? Wow.
Yeah, Ray said he's just Googled it and it's Prussian.
Okay, cool. Wouldn't want to wear that helmet in a Zeppelin. Health hazard. Stuff like that freaks me out, says Sib K. It has a history. Exactly. It is a kind of creepy item. A soldier wore that. That soldier had a family. Exactly. Yeah, it's sensitive stuff. Ray just Googled it and it's Prussian. Okay. Is it weighty? No, not really. It's leather. Not a lot of weight to it, is there?
I don't want to hold it.
Okay. Yeah, shall I... It's a real thing. Mercedes-Benz made their staff cars.
Wow.
Were they expecting an attack from the top? It's a very impractical design, isn't it? Really is. Very showy. You know what I mean? Anyway, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so.
I'll share some more chat, shall I?
Anything all that interesting this weekend? Or... I didn't go out to the boot sale with you, so I've got nothing to share. And
Ray Cunningham just found one for sale, just under £1,000. Was it like that one then? It's missing the strap that should clip on here. It's got some damage, But yeah, I think a while back when the anniversary of the First World War came around, I was looking at them, and they probably peaked quite a bit there, but they were going for, some were going over £1,000 at that point. French Fancy says worth between £200 and £700. Yeah. Hi there, Heather. Right. Swallowed some dust off that helmet, I think.
Darren says, from Nazis to Nick's helmet. That's the title right there.
I'm not putting that in the title of this video. What are you trying to do? Get me off YouTube? Right. I'll share a few more bits that I picked up.
That question that you asked
What?
Tom last night about what colour his hair was.
Oh, whatever. I'd only had one side.
Oh, yeah, and the rest.
Nick, you look heat flustered. It was too hot today. It is hot in here.
I think
right.
you caught the sun from the boot sale there as well.
Yeah, I did catch the sun.
Notice you were
we
quite
did
red.
put sun cream on.
Did you?
Yeah, like clever little.
Tom's looked
young
after
man.
you then.
A few more bits. I haven't really had a chance to look at any of this. Nice transformer. I got 2 from the same stall for £3 a pair. I haven't had a go at making these up. That's missing bits. I can never remember the names. I never had these as a kid. Wasn't really into Transformers. What's that one? That one will know.
Oh, Ray says, where can I find this stream from last night? I think it was on Tom's channel, wasn't it?
Oh, you don't want to find that. There's nothing to see there. Nothing to see at all. So yeah, if anyone knows, I mean, I can do my research if, you know, but I'm just lazy. 2, I think they're G1 Transformers, so they were nice. This was cool. I wandered up. I went to 2 boot sales. I did make a vlog. Got to the second one. I was there late. I spent a lot of time chatting to this guy about the photographs and fiddling around there. So I didn't find much at the second one, but I walked up to a stall, and sometimes it's just all about timing. As I approached the stall, this woman said to the other person on the stall, she goes, "Oh, you know what? I didn't get out of the car. That Game Boy." And I went, "Oh, can I have a look then?" She turned around, she opened it. I think it was like in the glove box or something. She reached across, came out with this. And she goes, "Oh, yeah, it's nothing special. It's just an old Game Boy." And I was like, "Oh, let's have a look." So this, for those that aren't in the know, yeah, ooh, for those that don't know, this is Game Boy Color, but this is the rarer Pikachu yellow edition with the little Pikachu there and the little red D-pad and colored buttons. Importantly, it's got its battery cover. It had batteries in. Did I take them out? No, it's still got them in. Fires up like so. And it's got 2 Pokemon games with it. Blue and gold. Oh, Christmas. And so I said, "How much are you asking for it?" And she said 10. And I can't believe I haggled her. Really, I shouldn't have. It was a very, very fair price. But it just came out. I automatically said, "We take 8," and she went, "Yeah, yeah." So I paid £8.
Yeah, bargain.
So that was nice.
Question from Curly Chloe. Andrew, are you noticing an increase in sales as your daughter has modelled some? I was thinking of getting my niece to help out. I have sold a few of the items where she's modelled, and I've noticed definitely that views and watches have gone up on those particular listings. But then I've also switched to free postage, and I've noticed an increase in views and watches since I put free postage on. So it could be that, it could be the free postage. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, but I have noticed recently my latest listings have got more views than doing it on the mannequin or just flat laying. So yeah, don't know, it's worth a go. Worth a go. There definitely seems to be a trend for people wearing the clothing, or having
it shows it off. It shows it off better,
and
doesn't it?
I think because of the apps like Depop and Vinted and all of that, there's more of a trend for people wearing those clothes, and people are getting used to seeing that.
But of course, it's not practical for the majority of what you might pick up.
For everything, but I've seen a few sellers on Instagram who do that, and like they wear the bigger clothes and like pin it like you would on a mannequin, so you sort of clip it at the back so it's sort of fitting. And
okay, isn't that kind of cheating a
but
bit?
yeah, I think that I have to think that on the mannequin as well, because sometimes I do that and then I think
Nip it in at the waist
yeah,
a
like
bit.
to make it look good on the mannequin.
Yeah.
But then you think, but that's not showing it in its real, how it should fall and how it really fits.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's worth playing around with lots of ideas, but I'm going to try and get Ellen to model a few more bits, because I think it's definitely helped.
Yeah. Peter's liking I thought you'd like that fine, Peter. James collects, haha, you have to haggle, don't want to be too keen. It's just like, yeah, it's automatic with me. £8 question mark, says Sib K. Amateur, I'd have started at a £5. Oh, I couldn't be that harsh. It was so cheap. I should have just gone, that's perfectly fair, and given her the money. And I heard myself say it. I thought, oh, mean. Yeah, I know. Darren says, I've noticed a lot more since I switched to free postage. Oh, okay, I'm still not doing free on a lot of things. I do on some stuff.
Barry says, are the extra views from pervs? Well, I hope not, actually.
Don't say that. This is my daughter we're talking about modelling these pictures.
But, I don't show her face at all. So it's just the clothing. And I would like to say I hope not. I think it's just because the photos look good and the clothing looks good in the photos. So
Jason isn't Jason. Jason is Chris Smith, and he wants his Game Boy back. Dear. Pokemon Yellow goes for over £20 for Game Boy. Oh yeah, that's gone up so much. When we had the shop, I don't know what it was worth back then, about a tenner. We used to sell we always had in our glass cabinets when we had the gaming shop, we always had a little row with a pile of blues, a pile of reds, and they're always in there. I think we used to do red, blue, yellow for a tenner, and we'd sell them day in, day out, and they'd come in, day out, and they would have silver, crystal, gold were worth around 15 at that point.
Yeah,
that's just wow. I'm just going to shut the blind. Bear with.
Sib says a lady called Sophie on Instagram did the same and started wearing clothes and has been impressed with views and sales. Yeah, I follow Sophie as well. Yeah, definitely. But he says he's a bit male to do that. That's true. But you could try and enlist a family member or someone else to help you out.
Cool. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to catch up.
Order new one says mannequin or no mannequin. I think a mannequin sometimes helps, and I do have one, but there's a big trend for just showing it on the hanger now as well. So
yeah,
it doesn't really matter. I don't think that it's a big deal if you don't have a mannequin.
Ibs or IBZ Yusuf question: do you think it's possible to make £1 million on Amazon like these other YouTubers claim, or are they just talking nonsense? Yes, it's possible. Whether you or I could do it is a whole other question. I would say it's unlikely.
Yeah.
If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. I would say take everything you see on the internet with a pinch of salt, do your own research, find out for yourself. If they're trying to sell you something, probably not all true what they're telling you. Just use common sense with this stuff.
Yeah.
The trains are so loud.
So can you...
There is a super chat. Hold on. Right. Remember, I've got to go back to there.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Oh, it's David M.
David M. £5. Thanks, David. You don't have to do that. We appreciate it. No end. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for the super chat, David. I didn't have to go far. It was right below. Did
South
you read
London's
that?
reseller says, I'm thinking of getting my younger daughter to model my dresses. My eldest daughter was a child model for Monsoon in the 90s. That's cool. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, Ellen earned a bit of pocket money, which Nick and I fell out over, but
we didn't fall out. It's called a difference of opinion on how much. Yeah,
because technically, I don't think I paid her to do it. I think I gave her some pocket money. I don't give her pocket money generally. So we had a difference of opinion on that.
Yeah, I mean, a long time ago, we tried to introduce, money has a value and you have to do chores to earn it. And I really think that's important personally. And that's all it was. It was just a difference of opinion about, anyway, let's not discuss that here and now.
To be honest, I ask her to do chores and I don't pay her for them anymore. So
I want to show Tat. Okay. I picked up 2 Sony Walkmans from the same stall, the exact same model. One had a case and headphones, but it was really odd on the same stall. So I picked them up, and there was a stack of cassettes as well. The cassettes were like 20 pence each. They were your standard like TDK FE90s. I just do as a bundle. And then I spotted these, quickly grabbed them. I said, how much for the players? And she went, well, no, I only saw one to start with. I picked it up, and it was the decent looking one. And she went, oh, 50p. Is that all right? Sort of thing. I said, yeah, that's fine. And then she said, oh, there's another one here. And she picked this one up. And I was like, oh, wow, that's exactly the same model. And this one has some scratches on it. And she went, bless her. She goes, oh, it's scratched. Is 20p okay on that one? Like, oh, wow, yeah. So, yeah, they were really nice. I think this model, I briefly looked up before I went live. WMEX194 goes for around, people have been selling it £25 free shipping, £20 with shipping, depending on condition. That
we've
sort
still
of money.
got a cassette to test them out with.
Yeah, I use my trusty, I think it's Ace of Base.
Oh, yeah. While you're doing that, Order New said, can you sell on Instagram? People certainly do, but I think it's better to use Instagram to promote listings on a different platform. I use it to sometimes, I don't use it all the time for that, but sometimes I promote my eBay listings on there, and I did that the other day and got 2 sales straight away. So
yeah, I was really impressed with that. Because definitely one of them was...
Definitely one, she's a fellow reseller and just really liked the dress. So, I mean, I think you can use it to sell, but it's more for promotion, I think. But yeah, some people do.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The trouble with it is that you need to have an audience or a market that follow you in order to do that, or heavily use hashtags in order to find that market. So yeah, it can be slower and a bit more tricky.
What is Lex talking about? I'm Chris Smith and so's my wife. Half a denari for my life story.
I don't know.
What is going on?
The Chris Smith thing is to do with the
game. Yeah, you guys are nuts.
Will you take less? Says I'm a model for Mr. Kipling.
I'm a model for Mr. Kipling.
That made me laugh.
Oh, there's been loads of chat. We're behind again. Sorry, guys. All right, let me catch up and then I'll show a few more bits.
Oh, something to do with Monty Python.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, right.
Yeah, the other films are on Netflix now. I saw that the other day, and we're going to have to watch them.
Okay, cool. Right. I'm just getting to the end and I'll share a few more bits. I did pick up a fair bit of stuff over the weekend.
Yeah, Andrew said if you pay her to model, then you can claim it as an expense. That is true. But then the argument we were having is it eats into the profit margin. So I was saying,
but you can claim it back.
It swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
It's not a biggie.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, Carla. I've missed everything, haven't I? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I hope you're feeling better today, Carla, because you had sunstroke yesterday.
Oh, no way. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling better.
That's I don't know what the day is.
I'll do a recap, Carla. I'm really excited. I found a really nice find of World War II memorabilia, photographs and stuff. I shared my spiky helmet, which I didn't find at the boot sale. And I'm now sharing some more tat. And Andrea had a really nice clothing sale. That's about it. There you go. Oh, and I went to Tom's and got drunk. Right. I'm trying to catch up.
What is going on here? Can I just
David, off topic. I thought I'd mention, after I watched Nick chatting and looking through the TV, Cream Toys book. I love that book. I bought one off eBay and it brought back so many happy memories. Fantastic. I'm so glad people are picking up this book. Yeah, I've got it right here, actually. If you guys haven't seen, I've been doing live streams where I'm just doing a bit of toy research, and I've been using that to kind of inspire me to look things up. Really funny book, really well written. I've got my magnifying glass here now. I'm going to be using that tonight, looking at my photographs. Whoa, that's freaky.
Peter, why are you deleting Ali Ann Tin Can Copper Kettle Brass Pan Fernley's comments? I don't understand.
Oh, okay. Right. I'll share a couple more bits and then we'll probably leave you wonderful people to get on with your Sunday evening. No problem, Carla, anytime. Am I at the end now? Hi, Karen.
Oh, Carla made a mistake. That's all. Trigger happy. Okay.
Oh, no worries. Okay. Yeah, I was sharing before my testing tape for cassette players of any
Peter's
description.
finger slipped, Andrea. Okay.
Peter's finger slipped. It happens to the best of us.
Sorry, Ali. I'm sure that you know what you said wasn't bad.
What's your tester tape? Do you guys have a tester tape? I have a tester video, which is Stevie Wonder live at the Queen's birthday party. That's my video to test video machines.
Stevie Wonder live at the Queen's birthday party.
Yeah.
Oh.
They did that thing like outside Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, wasn't.
Well, I think it's the whole show, but the bit it's on, the bit the tape's on.
Wasn't that to do with the Jubilee? But then he sang "Happy Birthday" and it confused everybody because it wasn't her birthday.
Probably. Yeah. Nobody liked to say no. Don't do that
it's
one.
Not actually her birthday, Stevie.
But that's I have Ace of Base. Not that I particularly like it, although I did buy All That She Wants. That's what I use to test cassette players. Do you guys have a video that you test videos with, and do you have a cassette that you test cassettes with?
Carla said, "Poor Ali sitting in the naughty corner."
Sorry, Ali. It was a slip of the
All
finger.
she was trying to do was say hello.
Hi.
Hi, Ali.
Yeah, wasn't it a really nice comment? Because you went
actually.
into it.
Yeah.
Go on, do you want to read it out? We've got to read it out now. Oh, I've got to
I've
find
go
it
back
now. Where was it?
Oh, look, she's been put on timeout.
Timed out as well. Oh, man. What's going on?
It
this
wasn't
one?
that one. That one said, "Hi, Peter," I think. Oh, no, here we go.
What?
Further,
Oh, my.
further
What?
on. And right, it says, "Hi everyone, sorry I'm late to the party. Found my first ghost castle today. A big thank you, Nick, for all your sharing. That's fab."
Love that game.
That's really cool.
Was it complete? Oh, you can't comment.
She can't comment for 300 minutes.
300 minutes?
I don't know, seconds it might be.
I think. We might have gone off air by the
was.
time you're allowed to comment again.
And then she says, "Going to watch your channel next, Carla. Careful
Right.
of the spanners."
Yeah, watch out for them spanners. They're harsh. Right. I don't have much more tap available to share. I did buy a Whopper today.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
He's already tried to knock Monty out with this.
Yeah, Centurion. These are ridiculously big and they don't come apart. So if you're going to pick these up, I haven't sold one since, I don't know, maybe last summer. So I couldn't tell you what the going rate is. I've had this before. It's usually in red, isn't it? Red and white.
Maybe.
This is the cool, like, see-through blue and orange one. Centurion. There's good money in them. Paid a £5 for that. That was up at Tom's. We went out this morning. I don't really have anything else. Oh, I went to a stall, the second boot sale I went to on Saturday morning. There was a guy who had a load of vinyl. I don't usually get involved in vinyl. But at the corner of my eye, there was a guy flicking through, and I noticed the Iron Maiden logo just flicked past. This guy bought out, he was, I think, just buying for himself, and he bought some earlier sort of 1970s stuff, some Buzzcock stuff. It was quite nice. The guy wanted £1 a single. I would have bought more. And then also I kind of messed up. I picked this one out and was looking at the condition of it, etc. And a couple of dealers that I see quite regularly came and grabbed the pile off the table and went through it and pulled out some really nice early U2. What I should have done was picked up the pile, had it on my arm, and then checked the condition of this one. Anyway, so I missed the U2 stuff that I would have bought. So what I ended up buying was this Iron Maiden single, which is in really nice conditions from 1990. Yeah, not a mark on it. Holy smoke, it is. I don't know if it's got any value. I haven't looked it up.
Carla says, Andrea doesn't know what colour they usually are because she can't see colours when she's unconscious. I do not see lots of colours of the rainbow.
I do not shoot Andrea with my Nerf guns. What? There was no innuendo in that sentence whatsoever. I have shot Monty once though.
Oh.
What? Good Lord. Right.
There was something else I was going to read out. Can you go back a little bit because I can't see where it was now?
Pete's Retro Collectibles, the U2 goes for good money. I know, and I really messed up. Put the pile down. One of these dealers grabbed them all, and he fished out. One was from Joshua Tree, so not that early, and a couple from either the 1 or 2 albums before that. So yeah, annoying.
Yeah, I remember it now. Sib K was asking how you would post a big Nerf gun like that.
What I have done with that in the past is bubble wrap and then a bit of a cardboard sleeve around it. Simples.
Simples.
Yeah, just Frankenbox it effectively. They're really sturdy things anyway. They're designed for kids to run around the garden with. They're not going to break. He says, touch wood. They're sturdy things.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. David says, nice, Nick. I came across some vinyl yesterday from the 70s and 60s. Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, but the seller was asking too much. Yeah, this guy had LPs as well at £3. There was like Wasp stuff and Poison.
Oh, wow.
I didn't really know that most of them had really raggedy, they were really dog-eared. This was the nicest condition, one of the singles. And I know there's a huge collector's market for Maiden, so there might be some money in it. I don't know. I should have grabbed the U2, but missed my moment. Right.
Is this a joke then? Will Higgs says, where is the best place to sit at a U2 concert? I'm waiting for the punchline. Scroll down.
They're going to say something like in the bar.
Where the seats have no name.
Where the seats have no name. Yeah. I was really into U2 around the Acting Baby period. One of my all-time favourite albums. Not quite so keen on them these days. Are we?
Are we? I still like
you don't. Well, I don't listen to them a lot.
No,
when did we see them? 2004.
Yeah.
How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb tour.
Yeah.
Twickenham.
It was very good.
It was good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I've seen them live, but I'm not sure I'd bother again.
Okay. Well, we probably ought to wrap this up because it's 9:15.
Yeah. Oh, Karen's just says, my parents are bringing the camera haul to me in the car. Don't trust sending them. Because I think Karen was away and found that epic haul of camera stuff.
That's
and
awesome.
when I chatted to Karen, she was saying that when she goes away, she couriers stuff back to home, which is cool because she goes on the train. Yeah. Achtung Baby gone back to the German. Yes, we're back on the German stuff again. What I might do is a separate video just showing this in a bit more detail perhaps and putting it out there. I might get some feedback from people who know or I've got some more suggestions on what I've got and how to go about selling it. So I might do a separate video showing that in a bit more detail. So if I do that, that might come out during the week. You're talking about doing another video tomorrow?
Yeah, I just thought I might do an update on how to package, how I package my clothing, because I did one ages ago and we still get lots of comments on it, but I realised I don't do it like that anymore. So I thought I'd just do a new one just to show how I do it now. But so it won't be highly interesting really, but
it's something we get asked a lot about. So I think
just literally updating it because the other one still gets lots of questions.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you so much for all your comments. The chat has been voracious tonight. What a word.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Voracious.
Like I said many times, I'm super excited about this. This is one of the huge perks of this job. You never know what you're going to find. Sometimes you find stuff that really gets you excited, that's unique, that's for me, this is a part of history. This is fantastic stuff. So, of course, I will keep you posted on what I decide I'm going to do with that. If I do try and get it evaluated by somebody at a museum or something, I mean, that's quite an exciting prospect. I don't know. I'll let you know anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great, apart from the moment where I panicked because you went and I was like, I don't know what to say now.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
dead air for a while. So sorry about that, people.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Please leave us a thumbs up. It just lets us know that you're enjoying these. And we will see you soon. I'll be back on Tuesday with Zahir. I think we're back on Z's channel.
I am.
Are we? I can never remember.
I'm feeling you're on yours. I don't know.
On a channel, there will be a chat.
One or the other.
And then we'll be back next Sunday.
People are going, Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen, pet.
Yes, indeed. Thank you ever so much for joining us. Hope you have a fabulous rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Have a great week, everyone.
Cheers,
Bye.
guys.